thing I've learned in 35 years of being in this business is that relevance is a bitch.
You know what? When women get together, I mean, miracles can happen.
Girl tribe is that there is no alternate to being yourself. Unabashedly yourself.
I don't think there was any research for this show. I think it was just tapping into my memory from the wonder years of my life.
And I think he busts the myth that it takes a woman to tell a woman's story.
To just be authentic and to make sure that my 40-year-old brain does not come and represent this age group.
If you're above the age of 40, you've definitely had my poster up on your wall, or you've held hands with your loved one watching the Reke Mantani. But there's a whole audience out there who was not even born then. Unfortunately, what this business does to you, or tries very hard to do to you, is to take your unique traits and then after that say, wow, wonderful, you're so unique, but now let's make you like everybody else.
Hi, this is Sheetal. You are watching Pinkvilla. Joining me in a conversation today, we have the girl tribe of the show, Big Girls Don't Cry. Now, let me tell you that this show is going to make you feel a lot nostalgic, but also empowering all at the same time. So let's welcome them. Hi! It's so nice to see you all, man. It feels amazing. Firstly, big ups to the makers and for all of you for being a part of a show that promotes and celebrates sisterhood. So
Thank you.
Thank you for doing this.
That's very generous. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, Nitya, I want to start off by asking you, you've done so many projects, right? How different is this particular project for you personally and professionally?
Personally, it is probably my most personal work. So that's it. I don't think there was any research for this show. I think it was just tapping into my memory from the wonder years of my life. And so there's obviously a lot of reflection of that. Professionally, I think it is, I'll be honest, I thought it'll be the easiest thing I've ever done. But it was so challenging. And I'll tell you that from and I speak for all the makers that were involved, because that's not only me. There's Karan, there's Ashi, there's Sudhanshu, there's me. To just be authentic and to make sure that my 40-year-old brain does not come and represent this age group. You know, because as you grow older, a lot happens in life. But what they're going through, it's very different, it's very special, it's very masoom. And as you grow older, that masoomiyat kind of starts weaning off. So I just didn't want to be that auntie that's sitting on top and then I have some judgment on what the young kids of today are doing. Right. Just wanted authentic representation. So it was much harder than I thought it was going to be. But I'm just really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. So yes, professionally, I am absolutely thrilled because I'm in a position to make a show with all girls, no matter what people told me. People told me, put in the boys. I said nothing doing, and here it is. We're here, we're in these interviews, and I couldn't be happier.
And I must say, I've binge watched it in one go, and I absolutely love it. You know, because firstly, even though I never went to a boarding school, but I still resonated with it because I know the thought that went behind each of your character, right? Whether it's an identity crisis or falling in love, infatuation, so many things. And the most important thing that I realized is that, you know, people say age shaming. It doesn't really happen it does happen when you grow older, but it also happens at the masoom age, right? Yeah. Because people say, Asha, tum to sirf 13 saal ki ho. What do you know about the world, right? Yeah. But I'm glad that it just changed the whole narrative and it said that no matter what age it is, everybody has a right to just speak out for themselves, right? So thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I want to ask these girls sitting right here, what is that one similarity that you have with yourself and the character that you put in on screen?
Please introduce your character names also.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dalai and I play Pluggy, and I think that the similarity that I find that's the strongest between us is her fierce love for her friends. I've grown up with a really tight-knit group of girls in my life, and I found a whole nother one through this show. So I definitely think that's what it is, just this unabashed and joyful obsession with her friends.
Right.
The similarity I find in JC, I'm Lhakyila. is well, she's shy and reserved, so am I. What else?
That's why she can't say much.
Reserved.
Cut.
I'm
my type is like really like far away from what I feel like I am. But I feel like being okay with whoever you are, whatever you are, and then being on the quest to like finding yourself, like messing up, but then owning up to all of those things is something that I really resonate with.
Okay. We'll go with you.
Okay, so I played Dia and Akshita. I think one thing that I really enjoyed while I was making my character was just the creative, like, collaboration side of it. So, like, I got a character, Dia, who's really, like, artsy. She's very passionate about the arts, whether it's, like, poetry, it's, like, painting. You know, she's a thespian as well. But what was good, like, what was fun for me was I actually got to paint some of Dia's costumes in the
Wow.
show.
She's
Yeah,
brilliant.
that's amazing.
Yeah. So I painted a few of like the jackets and her boots that she wears, and it was just such like a creative like journey, almost like it was like such a nice collaborative feeling to it, and I just loved like bringing some part of myself into it, and that made me like really attached to it as well. So yeah, that was my favorite
How
bit.
sweet.
You can also purchase her art. It
Yes!
is available and it's so good. I'm Avantika. I play Ludo. I would say, I guess, the biggest thing I relate to Ludo is like Aneet. Like I think we're very separated as characters. Like she's an athlete, and I would identify primarily as an artist. But I would think this like really desperate need to be loved. It's like covered up by this like farce of like independence. I think is like something that I've related to all my life. But yeah.
How sweet.
I'm Afrah and I play Noor. And there's many similarities with Noor actually. When I read the script first, I really felt like the writer knew me. Somebody's seen me, noticed me in life, and like
You're
just
being stalked.
in paths. Yeah, I've been stalked and picked up characteristics of mine.
Surveillance gone.
Where's
the camera guy? They're gonna jump out now.
So I felt very, very close to the character in many ways.
Hi, I'm Vidushi. I'm playing Padda Yadav. And so a few things that really resonated with me is first where she comes from, very close-knit family. And the second thing is that, you know, that need to be accepted as you are.
Yeah.
And maybe sometimes feeling that the other thing is better than you. So it's like jumping into an ocean and ये सोच के कि मुझे तो तैरना आता है. But जैसे ही आप ocean में jump के आपको लगा कि हो नहीं रहा है ना, तैरना आ नहीं रहा क्योंकि waves इतनी ज़्यादा है. लेकिन उस thought से आप पूरे थे कि आपको तो आता है. So that feeling of कि कहाँ जा रहे हैं? There's so much fog in front of you, but still you know, very resiliently you just keep on एक step के बाद एक step के बाद एक step.
True.
हो जाएगा.
How nice. You know, I want to mention that you just told that people ask you to take a boy in one of the characters, right? I want to ask you, Pooja, that usually people say, you know, women-led cast or women-centric movies. But sometimes that gets to me because I'll tell you why. When there is a movie with 3-4 male actors, do we ever call it male-centric?
That's
Who
right.
has ever
Never
thought
thought
about
of Ocean's 11. No one ever thought of
We don't
made
do
a
that.
male-centric movie.
Yeah,
How
you never
cool.
call it male-centric. But a show like this needs to be promoted a little more, I'm guessing, because again...
Sarfaraz?
Right, so what is your take on that? Do you also, does it agitate you a little bit when you
Well,
call
first
it
of all, like
male-centric?
the reason I'm sitting here is because I did a gem of a film with Sudhanshu Saria called Sana.
Yeah.
Which is a very personal film, and it deals with something that only a woman can go through. And I think he busts the myth that it takes a woman to tell a woman's story. So when he called me and he said, you know, I'm working on this project and it's set in a boarding school, I was like, and then he said, Nitya is going to be helming the affair. And I said, oh my God, we have history. We go back to my last film as an actor. Everybody says I'm fine.
And my
It was
first
after Zakam, and her first film was an
Wow.
as an
AD.
AD.
We go back to then. And I remember this fiercely kind of committed, focused woman who was there, like handling background. It was not easy, huh? Running up and down those streets, getting kind of, you know, people into frame. And with that dog, I remember you going up and down. And I'm like, this is a no-brainer. So I actually called my manager and I told him, I said, you know what, make this happen. Don't get caught on the regular things that people get caught on. Make it happen. Because I'm astute enough to know. And I said this before, but one thing I've learned in 35 years of being in this business is that relevance is a bitch. You know?
True.
So when you're 52, you need to be acutely aware that there's a whole load of people out there who have grown up with my poster on the ceiling. If you're above the age of 40, you've definitely had my poster up on your wall, or you've held hands with your loved one watching the Leke Mantani. But there's a whole audience out there who was not even born then. And here was a chance to be with these wonderful young actors and kind of play off their energy and hence be relevant. So I think that it takes humility and great astuteness to be able to put yourself in that position. Because I mean, most other people my age would be worried about how they would kind of come off.
Yeah.
You know, because like you say, reverse ageism or ageism. And that is something that you face no matter how old you are. So it was just, I mean, again, a lived story. She's been in boarding school. Karan went to that school that we actually shot in, you know. So I think that all of them brought their lived experiences. It was all on paper.
Yeah, but you know, also the thing that we were talking about, women led. It's not. I don't think, like what Pooja said. I don't think that that's the reason that she came in for that.
No, I was not because there are 200 women on set, so I'm going to
But
do
I
that.
do believe.
Because I mean, sometimes I'm sorry to say that you know, I mean, not just because you're a woman, it doesn't mean you're right for the job. Just because you're female.
True.
But it'll only get normalized.
Our set is run with some with very capable men, and there's no reason to kind of elbow them out because you want to prove that, hey, you know what, I've got a kind of female-led show in that sense.
You know, it's like profession has no gender. It's about
it
that.
shouldn't. It shouldn't. But the truth is, only once we start making more stuff like this will it get normalized. It is not. It hasn't been normalized yet, which is why terms like women-led and all that will take
still
place.
exist.
But then it's also on the audience, na? They also need to click on us, no? Just do it, guys. Just click on it. Yeah, come on.
You know, another thing that people often say is that औरत ही औरत का दुश्मन होता है. Have you heard this?
Yeah.
But you know, there's also another saying that real queens are those who fix each other's crowns without telling each other that it's crooked.
That's not
How
a
many of
saying.
you?
That's the way of living.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Do you
live
all
my
agree
life
with
like
this?
that.
You all agree with this? Yeah. So it's so nice that this show talks about all of these aspects in smaller nuances, but then it's amazing, right? So thank you for doing that. We're going to get into a small segment where it's going to be a yay or a nay.
I love
And we have another special game only for Pooja and Nitya. Okay, I need your help. Should we start with that?
Might as well.
Yeah, we'll start with that, okay?
Sure.
I want to start off asking you, Pooja, what is that one thing you've learned from this young girl tribe?
Ooh.
What is the one thing I've learned from this young girl tribe is that there is no alternate to being yourself. Unabashedly yourself. I think what they have is their own persona, and unfortunately what this business does to you or tries very hard to do to you is to take your unique traits and then after that say, wow, wonderful, you're so unique, but now let's make you like everybody else. Now let's tone this down, now let's kind of, oh, but now can you dance also, can you sing also, No. So they are unique and they are special, and to hold on to that quality is going to be their most difficult task in the years to come, because the industry and the business and the world we're living in is only interested in telling you how they can better you. That's what I learned from them.
And for you, Nitya?
What did you learn from us?
Come on, Nitya, spill the beans.
I don't know if I learned, but what it did, no, there was, it really, you know, I have always had a girl gang. I think mine's the best girl gang. But what it did for me is these girls, they came together, and the way that they, you know, what is the quote you just said? Ki women do that thing to each other. And I've been no, the other one.
Aurat,
yeah. You know, like I've been hearing a lot of that. These girls just reaffirmed that thing that, you know what, when women get together, I mean, miracles can happen. And that's it. These girls came together, they made everything possible. For all us creators, my producers, for all the directors, they made everything possible. They just, so this kind of connection now, when it's right, I mean, mountains. We'll move mountains.
No, I agree completely, but you know, unfortunately, there are women and there are women.
Yeah.
And women are human, like men are human. And there are men and there are men. So I think I know some of the greatest feminists in the form of men. And I know some of the most patriarchal women out there too.
Yeah.
So I think that, you know, there's a whole lot of women who have been weaned to believe that, you know what, the only way you can succeed is if you trample on another. If you kind of, you know, cut them down and then you seem bigger. But when they talk about the sisterhood, normally you'd hear at,
Also, that's
at
because of
every
the
PR
stories,
junket.
right? Like
Yeah.
also the stories that are out there, they
Yeah.
they always promote
Promoted,
that
yeah.
kind of storytelling
They
as
do,
well.
but you know what? I'm telling you, it's not. I mean, it's like I said, camaraderie and the sisterhood. This feeling that they have, Nitya, is not an attribute of the young only.
Yeah.
You know, I just came out of the most masked show called Bigg Boss for
Yeah.
8 weeks,
Yeah.
where there was supposedly youth there, and they are engineered very differently from this lot. And I remember even telling them, I said, hey, I just did a show with people who are like truly the youth. Because you're talking about 16, 17, 18.
Yeah.
26 is not youth. 28 is not youth in our business. In fact, you're over the hill by 28.
Yeah, true.
Right? And that was a reality check, but nobody wanted that reality check.
Sure.
And the thing is that there is a kind of sense of the camaraderie, the friendship. It's all on the surface. It's not real. This is a sisterhood that has happened naturally. This is not my first rodeo. I've heard a lot of, oh, we were like one big family, you know. But this is genuine.
Yeah.
It's real because it was not engineered to be. It was not like you have to get along. They could have killed each other on set. They would have been fine. That's okay. Just make sure that you're
It's
okay with the shot.
authentic.
Yeah.
It's authentic.
But
It's real.
it actually happened. And I think that a lot of credit goes to, of course, them, but to the makers who have cast each one uniquely for their traits and then brought those traits to the fore.
You know, when I saw the show, one thing that struck me is that, like, for her character, I can't imagine anyone else doing it. It's the same for each one of you, right?
Yeah.
So you resonate so much with that character that you feel like this is for all the characters that I'm talking about, yeah? Okay, moving on to the fun
Yay,
segment.
nay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yay, nay later, but first this segment is for Nitya and
Oh,
Pooja.
right.
Yes.
And girls, you need to help me in this.
Okay.
Okay.
We got you.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So we're going to do a quick Gen Z lingo test.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 words each. Let's see who gets it, okay? Who do we start with? Nitya?
You know, one second, before we start this, I have a problem with people who respond to, first of all, it's SMS.
Yeah.
And WhatsApp. If you can't even write all right or okay, and you must write to me K. Sorry, that is a language I do not want to learn. Okay, now that I've established that, we can do
Let's
the
move on, yeah. Okay, we'll start with Nitya. We're starting with a very simple. You can't help her, okay?
Oh,
I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't.
Okay,
No cheating, guys.
No cheating, guys. Okay. Cap. The first word is cap.
You know. Come on, Nitya.
Cap, like that's cap. That's
Yeah.
cap.
That's totally cap.
Should we give you
Come
an
on.
example?
That's totally cap.
Like no cap.
No clue. What are you saying?
You
Cap?
can help her
Okay,
by
Okay,
giving a
okay,
sentence.
give me one word.
Big Girls Don't Cry is a bad show.
Cap.
That's
Cap.
Cap.
No.
Should we
The
tell her?
sentence what she said
okay,
is
no, say it
really
again.
nice.
So Big Girls Don't Cry is a good show. No cap.
No cap.
No
cap.
No cap.
No shit.
Do you know?
Close. Yeah.
So shit.
So if
What
she
does
said
it
Big
mean?
Girls Don't Cry is a bad show, cap.
What do I
You know, I think,
telling
I'm sorry, but I think Shakespeare will be turning in his grave. And he was
To cap or not to
the
cap?
most commercial name I'm using. Okay?
That's
It's
a
the most
lie.
commercial use I'm using.
Okay, now the thing is, sorry, I'm thinking you're asking, it's an abbreviation, you're asking me what is
meaning.
CAB?
No.
Oh, what does it mean? Oh, that's a lie.
It's Vandana Valley, it's old school, it is learn to write and speak Hindi and English the right way. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So cap is lie.
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 I got that point?
Yeah, you got that point.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, for you, Gucci.
I don't even know.
You got
That's Gucci.
That's
but
so
Gucci.
Gucci.
Yeah, but that's meant to be cool, right? Yeah.
That is
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
See?
I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay, ask.
Nitya's on it now. Okay.
Okay, next one for you is this is a very easy one, but I'm going to just say it. Clout.
Clout, like clout.
Yeah.
Like, does a person carry enough heft or clout?
Yeah,
Like,
influence, basically.
Yeah, influence. Yeah.
You're killing it, yeah. And last one for you.
Cloud is also a real word.
It's a real word.
How
word.
this
Yeah.
generation made this word theirs, cloud?
Because everybody runs
Now
on
let's
I'm
talk
sorry.
now.
It was there before, it will be there after.
It's like a real
actual
word.
cloud.
Yeah.
In terms of the usage they make it.
Use it.
Acha, theek hai. Phir
For you, salty.
Salty.
Namkeen.
Namkeen.
Not namkeen that we eat.
Oh, well, Namkeen was my character in a movie I played many years ago. So, I mean, I figured it'd been somebody who's kind of,
Not salty.
Okay, anybody wants to give her a sentence?
Okay.
Salty a sentence.
Wait, I just
you know.
stopped being salty.
I think you know.
Yeah, I think
Don't know.
it's not, it's salty is exactly
Negative. It's a negative term. Yeah.
Is it negative? Is anything negative with this generation?
There is.
Okay.
Okay,
Akshita and I took a selfie together and she cropped me out of it when she posted it. Now I'm salty.
That makes absolutely no sense.
I think we just confused her.
Like
you're
I'll give you
salty that
another
this
letter for
generation
it.
has reclaimed clout. You're
Yeah,
salty about
you're
it.
salty about it.
Yeah, you're salty about it.
You're salty about all the K messages you get.
Yeah.
She's salty about the K messages.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like teaching the principal.
That question was salty.
There we go.
Very good, yeah. You understood, but yeah, explanation.
I'm a quick learner.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, next one for you, drip.
Drip is
Oh, ask me about drip, darling. I know
dripping
drip.
today.
Yes,
Looking awesome.
drip.
Bling.
Okay, and the last one for you, Stan. S-T-A-N.
Stan.
Eminem made this prominent.
Everyone's looking at you.
Eminem made Stan prominent.
Yes.
So like I'm a Pooja Bhatt stan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I just missed that bit of his.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. So the people who watch your shows, movies, and who love you, what are they called? The audience.
The audience is called Stan now.
No. Collectively, Stan.
Stan. So fans have become Stans now.
So Stan is something plus a fan is Stan.
Oh, something plus a fan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it super?
Super fan is Stan.
No, not super fan. Someone who goes online and like
Yeah.
going on. This.
Yeah,
So troll is
Social media. No, I think what it is
the opposite.
social media fan plus a fan is probably Stan.
No, guys.
Not doesn't have to be social media.
Okay, we'll give it to her. She'll
Okay, explain it. Explain it, Pluggy.
Honestly, I was under the impression it was a super fan. Like an
Yeah, I also
obsessive
thought it was a
fan.
super fan. That's just
fan.
You stalker fan.
Oh, like you actually thought it was a super
Okay.
fan.
We're hoping.
It's fine. But I'm
But
loving
I
it.
also
I'm
getting
teaching the
educated.
principal. Yeah.
Well, I got drip, darling.
Yeah, drip.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, and nay, the last one are basically
Go girls.
things that you've done.
Yes.
Not as your characters, but you as yourself.
Alright,
okay? Just raise your hand and let's go for
Okay.
it. Okay. Bunked school. This is
Yay.
for everyone.
I never
You've
did.
never bunked school. Okay.
Good
girl.
girl.
Okay. Started a rumor in the school.
I was 8 years old.
What was the rumor?
The rumor was somebody told me in my confidence that I have a crush on Vedant, and I was like, tell everyone she has a crush on Vedant.
And now you said it on camera.
You stole the world.
Janvi,
Stop! Aneet.
it's a different. I
We
need
need
to
to stop at that. Okay. Created a fake ID.
I wasn't allowed to be
Come
on
on,
Facebook.
yeah.
For Facebook parties.
We're not from that generation.
We're all stalker fans.
I got grounded also.
Okay, crush on a teacher.
No.
No.
Nobody?
They were all too old. They were all like our dads.
Sneaking
though.
out
Our
late in
teachers
the
didn't
night.
look like Pooja Bhatt.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sneaking out late in the night. Perfect.
Okay.
Arrive fashionably late, even in school.
Every day, all day.
Not fashionably sometimes.
It's fashionable, guys. It's not fashionable.
Ask Sarfaraz, all of them for today's interview.
Yeah, I heard him say a few things.
That's why my hand went up first. Yeah.
Okay, pretended to be sick to miss school.
Oh my god.
All the time.
All the time.
Last two.
All four grandparents are always alive at the beginning of the school.
Just few more. You failed in a subject?
No.
Be proud about it. Why not?
I like I got
Oh,
one mark more than failing.
And the last one, teacher's pet.
What?
Teacher's pet. Always a teacher's pet. Yeah. Awesome. Give yourself a huge round of applause. You've done it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
loved it, and
Thank
I'm
you.
hoping everybody out there, you should watch this. Big Girls Don't Cry.
14th March.
14th March.
And all the stands, make sure that the rest watch, okay?
We need you, Stans.
Thank you so much, and all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you.